Welcome to my channel Digital Wellness. Unlike the usual format where I normally interview guests, or I also have some of my partners interviewing the guest, today I'm here to share experiences on COVID 19, my own experience on COVID 19. Yes, I was tested COVID 19 positive a few days back, and I wanted to share my experience with all of you. Um, on 13th of this month here at Bangalore, we all celebrate the New Year, and it was a very normal family affair for us this year, and even last year too. Last year, it was just the beginning of the COVID times, and then it was more scary because we had also very less awareness of the COVID 19. So this year around, again, we had a very small, just uh, just with our own family, and everything was perfect, everything was fine. And on that night, when I woke up at around 1:30, um, I felt a little feverish. So I immediately checked my temperature. It was not too much, it was just about 99.3. And in the normal times, we would have said, it's just possibly because of the summer, because of the some strain. But I don't know. I was like, my sixth sense told me that maybe something was not right. And the first thing that I did was I isolated myself in another room. Fortunately, it was just me and my husband, in the house that day, and I isolated myself in another room. And that night, of course, I did not feel normal, but it was not that bad too. So, I was saying, but this could be just another normal bout of cold and fever. So next day morning, by the way, I have been vaccinated once. Uh, Covishield was the vaccination, and I had my vaccination just on March 3rd. So I was due for my second vaccination on 14th, and we had an appointment at 2 o'clock. So I was supposed to be, I was all getting ready to take my second vaccination. So that's the story. Now, when I woke up in the morning, of course, didn't have a great, sleep, and definitely it was not normal. When I woke up in the morning, I just looked at my temperature. It was the same. It was 99.3. But somewhere, uh, I was just thinking, you know what? It's nothing wrong to get my RT-PCR test done. And that's when I just looked up online and booked a home collection sample. I live in Bangalore, and there were several people offering the home collection sample, and I got it done at. Rather, I had requested for a hospital very close to my house, who said that they would come in around 1 o'clock to take the samples, and but then my fever was 99.3. I was not feeling, you know very tired. I had no other symptoms that we normally see written on the internet or in media or in news about COVID 19. So, I was like 99.9% sure that, I don't think I will be, I have COVID 19. It's just that, maybe some other thing, but, there's no harm in being isolated and being tested, getting the test done. So with that in mind, I was just doing my usual stuff that day, but of course in an isolated room. This is the room that you see that I came in on the 13th night, and I continue to be here. So in fact, I was just doing my normal work. I was actually doing certain some things, working from home on that day. And 1 o'clock they took the samples. I had absolutely no issues with regard to taste, smell. I ate my breakfast, my normal lunch, and by the time, only thing that I did not do my was my morning exercises, right? Because by the way, I felt as energetic as I could be, but I didn't want to do any of my exercises. Then they said that it's going to take us 48 hours, and I had taken Dolo 650, so I was feeling normal, and my temperature also was just, you know uh, just 99.1. So I said maybe I should be okay by the next day. By evening, my temperature shot up a bit. It came to about 100. That's when I started feeling a little disturbed, and I called uh, the doctors. I'm very blessed to have a family full of doctors. My husband's brother and his entire family are doctors. In fact, my husband's brother, his wife, daughter, son-in-law, all of them are very eminent doctors. And I had the good fortune to immediately, contact them. And my son-in-law, Dr. Kapil, works at the BMC, and he's a gastroenterology oncology surgeon. And he immediately, um, along with my brother-in-law, came online on the video, looked at me, and they said, doesn't matter, good that you've got your RT-PCR test, given those samples. But nevertheless, here is what is the prescription. Here is what you need to do. You need to just get started on these medicines immediately. And they also did advise me on to measure my temperature every 1 hour, and also measure the oxygen levels. In fact, fortunately, I had the pulse oximeter at home to measure the oxygen levels every 1 hour, along with the pulse rate. So, and they also gave me guidelines in terms of what, uh, which is I have to press the panic button immediately when the pulse rate falls below 93. So, in fact, I will share in the description on the daily monitoring chart. In fact, Dr. Kapil Kishore, who's my son-in-law, is had actually got this done himself, and so he shared it with us. And I will be sharing that in the description below. And it was very, very useful because every 1 hour I was actually monitoring myself, the temperature, the oxygen levels, and the pulse rate. And the temperatures, of course, were not in the right direction, but fortunately both the pulse rates and the oxygen levels were doing okay. So but of course, since I had already started on whatever they had prescribed, I think I was, I knew that it's going to take a while, but I knew that it's just going to come back to whatever it was, right? And even at that point in time, I was like only 50% thinking, I don't think this is COVID-19. I've had this kind of fevers in the past, and I have overcome this, and I don't have any other symptom other than fevers. I did not have a headache. I did not have a body pain. I had very, very mild cold, very negligible. And so I don't think this is COVID-19. It could be just some strain, and just because of the summers. And suddenly there was also rains in Bangalore, so there could be something. So uh, even at that point in time, when my fevers rose to 100 plus, I was under the same thing. But still, I stayed isolated. That was very important. Then the next day, morning, I woke up with looking at the temperature. Didn't have too many issues that night, but I, of course, had a disturbed sleep. The next day morning, my temperatures were about 99.3, and oxygen levels and the pulse rates were normal. And I did took my second dose of whatever they had prescribed that morning, and by 10 o'clock my temperature was normal, right? So I was feeling, whatever little de-energized I felt the previous day, I was feeling very energetic, and I think I was feeling good. I had a good breakfast, had good lunch, and one mistake I did, which is something that I want to share with you all. And whenever somebody is prescribed with medicines from the doctor, I think you must take it to whatever is the dosage that they have prescribed. So I took my own decision, which was wrong. I did not take the Dolo 650 for the afternoon, assuming that since the other medicines are twice a day, only the Dolo 650 was for thrice a day. I said, okay, I'm feeling good, and I I have no fever for so many hours now. It's come back normal. By the way, it was 97.3. So I said, I'll take the Dolo 650 in the night, so I don't need to take. So this decision was a wrong decision, because suddenly my temperatures again shot up to 99.3. And yeah, well, not good. I should have taken my medicine as prescribed by Dr. Kapil and Dr. Sriram. But um, by evening, I was feeling a little more, and that's when I started feeling maybe I have COVID. So my mind started coming to terms that maybe I would have COVID, but my report was to come on the day three. And but fine, it was not that bad, but still, the temperatures were normal, but again it went up. It's a part, it's a part of this whole process. But however, for you, you're kind of mentally, oh my god, the temperatures were normal, but now it is going up. So by evening, again I took the dose, and I did, by late evening, I took the prescribed dosage. And after that, uh, I think I had a good night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day morning, in fact, it was my temperatures were normal, pulse was normal, and I was feeling absolutely, absolutely fine. Then I said, you know what? I think it's just one of those other normal things, and I really didn't think I had. I thought it was only for those few moments. I thought I must have had COVID-19, but then I said, okay, maybe I don't even have, and today's report is going to be insignificant because I'm feeling good. What I also did was this daily monitoring chart. Every half a day, I would send it to to the doctors, to for them to check if everything was all right. Although I was keeping them posted, but every 1 hour I was actually monitoring my temperature, my pulse rates, and I was monitoring all the parameters. Now, with all this going right, I thought, it's just going to be a formality. Then around 2 o'clock on day three, I received my reports online. And the first thing I saw was for my husband's. It showed negative. So I was very happy. And I said, oh my God, thank God he's negative. And so I was pretty sure. I didn't even look at my report first. I looked at my husband's report. And then I looked at my report next. And I, I was like, positive? Really? I looked at it again. So it took me 2 minutes to realize, yes, it is true. And yes, my RT-PCR showed positive with whatever values, whatever it was. Now, two things hit my mind. Oh my God. No, I was like, while I had kind of tuned my mind, all along, saying that it's okay now, my fever's come down. It really doesn't matter if it is positive. Maybe I'll stay isolated. If it is not, you know what, I probably will resume back my normal work. Having these two minds, by the way, tuning my mind, but at that minute when I received the report, I was, it took me 2 minutes to kind of accept the fact. First of all, acceptance was, oh, me, really me. And I immediately shared it with my family. And by the way, their response also was, really, you have tested positive. So you can imagine, because uh, as you all know, my whole intention of promoting digital wellness was, I believe a lot in prevention is better than cure. And I always believed in driving holistic wellness is really going to do a lot of good for all of them. Because I will tell you a little story. On I lost my mother when um, uh, when she was very young. In fact, she also struggled a lot before even she died. She died at an age of 61, but from the time she was 48 years, really, really, really went through a lot of struggles. And that's when I kind of had, every time, even till date, when sometimes it's a bad dream for me personally, because I believe that it, it started off with diabetes and she died with a kidney issue. And maybe, we had not taken care of her diabetes, or we were not, as a family, did not manage her diabetes very well. So that always is with that intention in mind is where I started digital wellness, because I really want to promote well-being, wellness, for one and all. And coming back to it, right, and I personally follow it. I will share with you all in details, sometime later. But I personally follow about wellness, and I'm very particular about it. So the first thing, now coming back to this story, the first thing, my doctor family and a few of my friends was, really, it is for you. So anyway, so first thing I believe is acceptance that you have it. Second, what is the action? Yes, your temperatures, my temperatures at that point in time when I got the report was normal. And, also my pulse rate and my oxygen levels were in reasonable limits. However, one thing I think I took a good decision was isolating myself, the minute I got my fever. So this, I would like to share with all of you that three things, please remember during these times of pandemic. Even if you have, the first thing is, even if you have a slight cold or fever, which is just normal, like for example, the cold and fever that I had was normal in any normal times. I've had several times in the past, and the symptoms were the same. So do not neglect it in these times. Please isolate yourself, because, and get your RT-PCR test done. Just not the antigen, but the RT-PCR test done. The While you wait for these results, because certain places across India, I'm talking especially in India, and of course across the world, you do get at 24 hours or some at 48 hours. But during this time, you will be actually carriers of this virus and putting the others at risk. So please ensure that a slight fever or a cold, first isolate yourself, and then ensure that you, even if it is very, very mild, very, very mild, please do not put the others at risk. That is, the first point that I want to tell you all. The second thing, please call your doctors and or helpline and seek help, and do not hesitate to do so. Take their advice. And third most important thing that all of you really need to do is, whether the report is positive or not positive, you definitely need to ensure that you follow some of the advice, all the advice, not some, all the advice that is provided by your caretaker, by your doctor. Like, you look at it in my case, right? On day two, I took my own decision of not taking the paracetamol or the Dolo 650, thinking that, my fevers come to normal. But that kind of escalated. Didn't cause too much of problems, but, it is always better that you follow the complete guidance and advice of your caretakers, and advice from your doctors. So it's a huge social responsibility that each of us carry. Because today, if you really ask me, the whatever this variant is, right, I don't know if it's a second or third wave that is actually the pandemic is currently under. Please ensure that each one of us have this responsibility, that even you are vaccinated once, you're vaccinated twice, and if you have any of these symptoms, and you isolate yourself. It's a huge social responsibility on our side, because we have to protect our family and also the rest of the members, and we have to stop spreading of this particular virus, disease, or whatever you may call. So I will be back with more and more tips. What else did I do? And today is day 5. Um, I could not cover the rest of the days because, frankly, I was still trying to struggle to find out what it was all about. I do feel very well, and I am going to be on home quarantine. Not only home quarantine, this is my room, and I'm on room quarantine. Um, and my husband fortunately tested negative, and he's on the job of um, uh, you know uh, cooking and taking care of rest of the home, which he's doing so well and so beautifully. But I will be back and I will share with you more tips, because there are so many other things that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. And stay tuned, and I'll come back to you with more and more and more tips, stories, and stay. By the way, one last message to all of you before I sign off on this episode: stay at home and stay healthy, and please ensure that this is going to help kind of stop the spread of virus, because there are certain things that you can do, certain things you cannot see, right? This is one of them. So thank you very much for listening to me. Stay tuned. See you soon. Bye.